Hi, my name's Ray, and I'm making this video for two reasons. For one, to explain the website, and for two, to explain what happened a little bit more in detail. And this way I have a place to direct people who want to know more about it, or that way I don't have to keep repeating myself and having to tell the story over and over again. On Sunday, February 20th, 2022, my house burned down, along with everything inside and around it. It started off just like any other Sunday. My kid's dad, Matthew, was off of work and just relaxing at home, and I decided to take my kids to the river to go fishing. When I got to the river, everything just kept going wrong. Like, a screw came out of the reel that I was using, and so I didn't have any tension. Like, the line just kept pulling out, and the backup reel that I brought with me was like full of sand, so it was like hard to crank, and I got frustrated, so we didn't end up staying long. Ended up leaving. We had a cat that ended up running away through all of this process, which I can't blame her. It's been crazy. But we were supposed to stop at the Dollar General up near our house to get cat food. I pull into Dollar General and I look over to my property and I see that there's a lot of gray smoke coming from the tree line. Granted, the camper was off grid, so we didn't really have a driveway, we didn't have a mailbox, there was no address. So just to paint a picture, you come off the highway and you literally drive down off of the road, and then it's just a dirt path along the property line, past some trees, and then we were hidden behind some trees. So I could see the smoke from behind the tree line, and the Dollar General was up at the road right around the corner from our house. So I tell the kids that it looked kind of weird, and Daddy maybe was having a fire outside, but it looked like a lot of smoke. So I thought we would go home and check on Dad and see what he was up to before we went and got cat food. We'd come back out if we needed to. And so I'm on my way down the path, our driveway, and I'm calling Matthew, and he's not picking up the phone. So, I get closer and the smoke gets thicker, and I'm thinking like maybe the owner of the property who lived in a house like a couple acres over, maybe, he's doing a controlled burn on the field out there. I don't know, which was weird because he never did that before. I don't know why. I was just trying to look on the bright side, I guess. And I get around the corner, and it was literally like nothing that I've ever seen before. My entire house was just up in flames. It was like something out of a movie. Like the fire was just rolling out of the windows. The entire thing was just engulfed in flames, and it was along another tree line, so on the verge of catching the woods on fire. At that point, I still didn't know where Matthew was, so I thought he was inside the camper, and so I'm like laying on the horn, just like hoping he come running out of the woods, or and not even like a split second goes by, and I get a phone call from a number that wasn't saved in my phone, and it was him. And he was like, "Well, I can tell that you're home," because when I found out that it was him on the other line, I was just like screaming, like, what happened? And he's like, "Well, I can tell you're home. I was just trying to let you know that the house caught on fire." He went up to the neighbor's house to call 911 and to call me to let me know. And he ran back over there and told me that he had fallen asleep and woke up to the entire house just full of smoke and on fire, and so he ran out, and being off grid, we had to carry our water in, so we had giant 5-gallon buckets that we would take and we'd fill up at like friends' houses or like the Glacier machines outside Food Lion, and then take it back home and do what we needed to. We could put it in our house. Our house had a pump system that would generate it out to the sinks and stuff. But he came outside, and we had just filled the house up, so all of the water was in the tank underneath the house, and so he didn't have anything to put it out with. And he said he ran back inside for some reason, because, you know, he was delirious. He had just woken up from being asleep, and realized that there was nothing he could do, so he ran back out and then ran right to the house to call me. Just the amount of the time frame thinking about it is kind of insane, just how fast everything engulfed in flames, and how quickly it was gone. It's kind of crazy to think about, but everyone's okay. It's just still kind of scary when, you know, you think the worst, and then it's not really the worst. So, you know, the fire trucks came, and I sat and just cried and watched my entire house burn down. And I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, my pride and my joy, man. The transmission went out in her, and I've been working on her on my own. Her bumper got melted off, but other than that, she's okay. I just got to buy a new bumper. My kid's trampoline melted. I've got more videos on my Instagram account, which is linked at the bottom of this website, that you can click on. And if you go into my bio, in my highlights, there's a Housefire tag where I've uploaded I've saved all my stories that I've uploaded, and all the posts and stuff that you can go check out for more information in real time. I guess that was, you know, posted in real time whenever I discovered everything. So life's been kind of weird since then. Matthew, my kid's dad, he worked with a guy who had a spare house down here. He moved away to Tennessee, and he allowed us to stay in his house for the last about month, and it'll be 2 months by the time we have to leave. We have to leave on I believe May the 6th. He's coming back to clean the house up and so that he can sell it. So I don't really know where we're gonna go. Rentals are really expensive. Yeah, hopefully I can work something out and find something that's gonna work for us. In the meantime, the reason why I've created this website is obviously I need a house. And pretty soon I'm not gonna have anywhere to stay. So when everything first happened, I was lucky enough to have some people close to me share my PayPal link, and so far we've raised about $3,000, which I'm gonna have a counter on the website that's gonna keep track of, you know, where we're at, where we need to be. In order to buy a house with Matthew's credit, I need a down payment and I need closing costs. And that's going to be about $10,000. So I've still got a little ways to go, but it's definitely not unrealistic. So I'm working really hard right now, trying to get my name out there and do shows. Trying to make as much money as I can so that I can replace, you know, the things that my children lost, and the things that my partner lost, and the things that I lost, and as well as trying to find us a stable home. So anything that's donated at the donate link at the bottom of the website is going to go towards either a deposit or belongings. You know, we have the bare necessities right now, thankfully, though, from the community. People around me have been very generous in giving us the things that we need to at least get by. Another thing about this website that's pretty cool is I have a shop here where you can purchase something from a third party, and a proportion of the proceeds are going to go towards our fundraiser. So you get something cool, and it also helps us out. I hope that this was a good decision, because this website's also not free. So I'm kind of just like sticking my neck out here and hoping that the universe has got my back, you know? So, yeah. I hope this explains what it needs to explain. I hope it answers the questions it needs to answer. I hope everything works out.